and its partner Salesforce and its partner ecosystem could generate $66.4 billion in new business revenue between 2020 and 2026 and can create 1.3 million direct and indirect jobs in India. In order to cater to this rising demand for Salesforce talent, Salesforce, in collaboration with AICTE, All India Council for Technical Education, NASSCOM Future Skills, Monster, GitHub, has come with an outcome-based skilling initiative, Virtual Internship Program 2022. This virtual internship program aims to impart Salesforce administration and development skills to 20,000 students. The program will be delivered with edtech company SmartBridge Educational Services Pvt Limited through their career readiness platform, SmartInternz. So without any further delay, let me acknowledge the presence of our guests. We feel really honored to have you all with us today. Mr. Yudhishthir Yadav, National Lead Trailhead Academy Talent Initiatives, Salesforce. Mr. Shrikant Sinha, CEO, TAS. Ms. Sridevi Sira, National Lead NASSCOM Future Skills. Mr. Vishesh Bhargava, Chief of Staff, Monster. Mr. Dheeraj Gyani, Director, Education and Government Engagement, GitHub. Mr. Amarendra Katkam, Founder and CEO, SmartBridge. I'm happy and honored to introduce Mr. Yudhishthir Yadav, National Lead Trailhead Academy Talent Initiative, Salesforce. Having pursued his EPSM Sales and Marketing from IIM Calcutta, Mr. Yudhishthir has over 12 years of experience in the industry. He is one of the young creative business leaders with a wealth of strategic business conception and transformation. He is a jack of all trades, from building executive relationship, both government and industries, program management, client relationship management, to business development. I would like to invite Mr. Yudhishthir Yadav to please address the participants. Over to you, Yudhishthir.
Thank you, Namrata. Thank you very much. And a warm welcome to all the participants, all the representatives from various colleges, universities across state of Telangana. Before I start, I just wanted to commend task team, Shrikant ji, for their wonderful work which they do with industry, and they bring a lot of outcome-based programs with not only Salesforce, with many other industry, which really helps Telangana as a state to have that additional advantage. So my heartfelt thank and kudos to all the work you and your team do. Moving on, as you all know that future is digital and organizations evolve, the role of technology will continue to accelerate the need for digital agile workforce. Now, we look at this not just as tremendous opportunity, but also as a responsibility. And to help close this digital divide in our society and our economy, our free learning platform, Trailhead, is designed to remove barriers to learn by empowering anyone to continuously skill up for the jobs of tomorrow. Today, with the help of TASK, we are launching the recently announced Virtual Internship 2022 program in the state of Telangana for all the students, learners across the states from STEM and non-STEM colleges to participate. Now, this program is actually been offered to about 20,000 learners this year, and this will help them equip with necessary digital skills through boot camps, hands-on project, application-based learning, and mentoring support. What makes this program especially unique is that it will enhance the employability of learners, and at the end of 2 months of internship, final year students will attend a career fair to connect the network with prospective employers. That's the real differentiator of this program. I would also like to acknowledge my partners who are with me on the call today. SmartInternz, of course, they are the implementers on ground, and thank you very much for taking the job on. Our guide, NASSCOM Future Skills Prime, they actually helped us map the content of one of the track to National Occupational Standard, and actually have helped us to launch program on Future Skills Prime, which is a national digital skilling platform through partnership of NASSCOM and Ministry of Electronics and IT. My heartfelt thank to Monster India for supporting us and supporting the program with very important and very crucial stage, which is called as career connections, including career fairs, which will help connect learners to the opportunity. Last but not the least, our partners GitHub, to ensure that they will offer students with many offerings and also help students and learners to host their projects on their platform, which can be actually used later on as you start to look for opportunities to refer recruiters and technical recruiters to go back and check your capabilities and what you have done as part of this program. So I'm very extremely excited on the launch of this program. We had great work done last year with TASK. We actually trained a lot of students in Telangana state through TASK. Many of them actually joined our recent career fair in January. Many of them have got opportunity as well. And I continue to work with TASK, and I know that I'll have their full support with me on implementing this program in state of Telangana. So that's it. Have a wonderful, wonderful day ahead. Watch out the details of this program in terms of how to enroll and how to take the journey ahead. My best wishes to all the learners who are coming and joining us from the state of Telangana. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Yudhishthir. We really do agree we need to keep upscaling skills. Thank you for encouraging participants. I'm really glad to introduce our next guest, Mr. Shrikant Sinha, CEO TASK. Mr. Shrikant Sinha has a unique perspective, diverse and rich experience spanning over 32 plus years. As the CEO of TASK, his major role is enhancing the employability for youth in Telangana under the Department of ITE and C, Government of Telangana. He is also an executive council member for JNTU, Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, one of the India's leading technical university. Prior to joining TASK, he was the CEO of NASSCOM Foundation, where he led the Tech for Good movement in the country for little over 4 years. I would request Mr. Shrikant Sinha to address the audience.
Thank you, Namrata. I hope you're able to hear me. If someone can confirm.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
All right, wonderful. So good morning, everyone. Thank you, Yudhishthir. I think the sentiments are mutual. We also enjoy working with, in fact, I must say, with Salesforce. And over the years, we have jointly skilled a lot of people. And definitely, we will continue with the partnership. A very good morning to all the people, all the college management, the faculty members, in case there are any task team members, the relationship and the cluster managers, etc. On the call. A very good morning to all of you. And I think this is a very, very important day in the history of Telangana itself, because here we are talking about 20,000 students actually getting skilled and through internships itself. Now, in the past, we have been running programs, but I think if we look at it today, from a perspective of the number of people who are coming into the industry, vis-a-vis the number of people who are employable, I think it's a very well-known figure. It's less than 20% people are actually employable. And I think programs like this, which was launched by the Honorable Minister, Shri Dharmendra Pradhanji, and all the various partners, the internship program is a very welcome move to ensure that people not only know the definition of a screwdriver, but have actually used one. I think that's the crucial thing that this particular program will be able to, make it happen. Of course, all this would not have been possible without SmartInternz or SmartBridge, and their platform, and of course, NASSCOM Future Skills, which is the platform which is created for skilling the youth of India itself and prepare them for the future.
Shrikant, sir, are you there?
I think his screen got freeze. We can move on next, and probably once he is back, we can ask him to continue.
Yes, sir, for sure. So moving forward, we have with us Ms. Sridevi Sira, National Lead NASSCOM Future Skills. Ms. Sridevi is highly focused, result-oriented business development professional with strong exposure in expanding business in dynamic and changing markets, transformed non-performing business units into top performers, delivered multifold growth of revenue and market share, effectively translated clients' requirements into training solutions by leveraging on deep technical understanding and skills, notched up multi-million-dollar contracts and won businesses from key accounts in IT industries such as HCL, Viditsa, and Cognizant. I would like Ms. Sridevi to kindly address the gathering.
Well, a very, very beautiful morning to all of you, and excuse me for my very bad throat and very badly affected with the cold. It's indeed a pleasure to start off the week with all the academicians, with all the people who matter for the skilling ecosystem, partners like Salesforce, GitHub, Monster, Task, SmartBridge, all of you. Thank you for joining us on this call. And if we talk about what are we heading towards, these virtual internship that Shrikant was just highlighting is something which is very, very crucial. Most often or so, knowledge versus skill, there is always a gap, and that's something that we are all here to address. When we look at the ecosystem, cloud as a technology stream, if we look at the emphasis on that and the focus on cloud resources has been immensely improved. That also tells us that, as a nation, if we have to be the preferred destination for the world, and if the world has to think about India as a digital talent pool, we need to ensure that all our students, all our resources are aligned to the technologies that are in demand and things that not just promise jobs to the students, but also beautiful careers. We are immensely thankful to Salesforce, not just aligning the content to the standards of India, but also coming up with this programmatic approach of converting the learning into a hands-on exposure for the student. This is where the actual differentiator stands from what we learn in a school and college environment versus the skilling ecosystem. That puts all the students ahead of the pedestal and gets them those employability skills. One of the points that Shrikant sir was also highlighting is that the employability issues is highly concerning, and we must really focus on that. These kind of virtual internships actually go one step beyond and demonstrate the learner's capability of using the knowledge that they have acquired into a real-time problem scenario. Young minds are highly innovative, and this is a place where these innovative minds can come forward, use the learning of what they are learning through the Salesforce program, and demonstrate it to the world. That's where, thanks to SmartBridge, with all the mentorship support that they are going to provide, these learnings will go far-fetched. And of course, not to leave out our partners, GitHub and also Monster. They're all there with their strategic advisors and letting us know how the industry is looking at these skills and what kind of components are going to be more valuable and important for everyone. As a representative of the National Digital Skilling Platform, the Future Skills Prime, it gives me immense pleasure to tell all of you that this is one of the brilliant programs that you can advise your students to actually take. We've already seen about 20,000 people have already started learning this, and we would like to make sure that this 20,000 internships that we're talking about today will be totally utilized, and we inch towards transforming the talent of the nation. Thank you once again, and best wishes to all of you. Over to you, Namrata.
Thank you, Ms. Sridevi. We really look forward to bridging the gap between knowledge and skills, as you mentioned, together and for the better cause. Thank you so much.
Namrata, we have Shrikant sir back again. So
yes, yes, sir. Mr. Shrikant, you can please move forward and continue.
Yeah, Srikanth sir, you're not audible. I think. Hello.
So can you hear us?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
I was not able to unmute myself, so thank you for unmuting me. Sorry, as they say, Murphy's Law, right? When things have to go right, they go wrong. I don't know why I was shifted out. Probably someone from Bangalore did that because we were talking about how Telangana is emerging as the emerging technology capital for India and possibly Asia itself. But anyway, let me get back to what we're talking about. I think the crucial thing that what I would like to mention over here for the benefit of all the people who are there is that, yes, TASK will definitely support this entire program itself. As of date, we have about 718 colleges registered with TASK, which includes all government degree colleges, polytechnics, about 140 plus engineering colleges, and 50 pharmacy colleges, etc. And about 270,000 plus students are registered with us currently. So definitely we would ensure that most of our students are able to benefit out of it. 20,000, if I look at it, seems to be a very, very small number, but still we'll need to see it. Only thing, and Amrind, I'm sure you'll be aware of it, that the exams will be starting soon. So unless and until this is over a period of 6 months or so, we may not see immediate traction in this program. So probably, I don't know what is the time frame. You need to, Yudhishthir, you need to tell us, what it is. But definitely, in case this is over a period of 6 months, I think the traction would be much, much better. Another thing that I would like to mention over here is, of course, I have already spoken about the role NASSCOM Future Skills plays, and we are extremely happy that we've been partnering NASSCOM Future Skills for the last couple of years and run various programs, be it towards artificial intelligence, machine learning, to now also including Salesforce on the similar kind of a platform. And we are also happy that GitHub, Monster, and other collaborators are there over there. I think today is the day and age of collaborations. Everyone needs to bring their own competencies onto the table. And Task for One is such a platform which has got the reach to multiple colleges across Telangana, all the 33 districts, as well as reach to the youth who would benefit from this kind of a program. So on that note, I would like to end my thoughts over here by saying something which Yudhishthir also would acknowledge is welcome to the Ohana.
Absolutely. Welcome to Ohana.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Srikanth, for enlightening us. We really look forward to bring more programs and trying out to reach more participants and skilling them. Thank you so much. Moving forward, we are happy to introduce Mr. Vishesh Bhargava, Chief of Staff, Monster. Currently working as Chief of Staff, Monster, Mr. Vishesh has done his MBA from IIM Calcutta. Prior to Monster, Mr. Vishesh was with Microsoft, acted as the India lead for tools adoption as driven by Microsoft Corporate. He's also a core member of India Partner Capacity Planning Team to meet India's revenue and solutions growth targets. Mr. Vishesh Bhargava, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Namrata. And I hope you can hear me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. First of all, a warm welcome to everybody on the call, and thank you for the great words of wisdom and guidance that all the speakers have shown. Personally, I feel this since this program cuts across all the STEM, non-STEM, and other courses, the sheer inclusivity of the program is what will make it powerful. Right now, as we go through the great resignation phase, this phase of finding the right talent for the right job, we've realized that we don't know where the right talent will come from. So, just being inclusive here will make a lot of difference. And as we talk to recruiters, they're just asking us to do more. As Salesforce is growing its foothold within each organization in the country and overseas as well, there is a strong demand around Salesforce talent in particular. But one thing that I just like to highlight is there are three kinds of readiness that an employer looks at. One is that is this candidate employability, employable, or employment ready. Once they have the skill set, they have the basic knowledge, it is important, as we all would be aware, to put it into a nice wrapper and call them as interview ready. Are they able to, put up a good profile, be it, the new era has digital resumes, digital profiles, while still the age-old CVs and resumes still hold true. And then the third piece that an employer looks for is that how soon can I deploy this particular resource on a live project, which means job ready. The great part of the entire platform around this partnership is that we are covering all three. While the basics of understanding of the platform, etc., are taken care and make them employment ready, the live projects and the mentorship that the SmartInternz team will give will make them job ready. I think it's the middle pillar where we are really happy to partner and make them interview ready and employment ready, where we'll be offering mock interviews, guiding the students how to create their resumes right, helping them with career connections, and not just through career fairs. Our aim is to, in the medium term, have them as soon as they graduate, they should receive or as soon as they go through the course and complete it, they should, ideally in a limited time, be reached out by recruiters. So we want this to be an always-on motion, but really happy to partner here. We're really excited here at Monster with the partnership and what this program can unfold. Thank you, everyone, and thanks for having Monster be a part of this. Over to you, Namrata.
Thank you for the information, Mr. Vishesh. Thank you again. Moving on next, I'm more than happy to introduce Mr. Dheeraj Gyani, Director, Education and Government Engagement, GitHub. Mr. Dheeraj has 20 years of professional experience with multiple customer-facing roles across business development, depth marketing, and public policy, having successfully led national roles in building and leveraging government relations, policy advocacy, and corporate affairs for global institutions, and currently leading enterprise and public sector marketing. Mr. Dheeraj is an adept in crafting unique initiatives and programs to bring different stakeholders on a common platform, resolving regulatory issues and promoting products or services. Mr. Dheeraj, I request you to kindly address the gathering.
Thank you so much, Namrata, and a very warm good morning to everyone. Delhi is pretty hot. I'm speaking from Delhi, so the warmth comes naturally, I would say. But thank you again, Yudhishthir and Shrikant sir, for really thinking about this program. It's a wonderful opportunity, and we are truly honored to be part of this. It in many ways, this really is in sync with our mission to have a more skill-based economy or a skill-based education ecosystem. And I know Sridevi and Future Skills is doing a tremendous job in doing that. But I think the more we do is less in our country. We have millions of students who follow our traditional ecosystem, the academia. And when we have programs like this, that's where the real skilling is happening, which is so aligned to the industry. The sad part of being the last speaker is that all the key messages have been spoken by my previous colleagues, and I so much resonate with all of them. I was also told that I should speak about how students and everybody can use GitHub as part of this program. So would love to speak for a couple of minutes on that one. Now, GitHub, if some of you have heard about it, or if you have not heard about it, GitHub is the world's largest platform which is used by developers, whether they are professional developers or even future developers, students, to build software. Now, software development is a complex, profession today. In fact, what we very nicely speak about, call software development is the world's most complex team sport, because no longer you work on a software development individually. You come together, you collaborate with many people across the globe. Open source software development, if you have heard about, how do you leverage the work which has been done by other professionals? You don't have to really, sort of reinvent the wheel today. And that's where we are bringing GitHub as part of this program. And we are offering all the services to everybody who's going to be part of this. Now, I would encourage all the students, all the educators, everybody who's going to be part of this program to use GitHub. And if I summarize, it's in sync with our student journey, or a typical journey of a student, which is having the knowledge and the right tools. So when it comes, so that's the first pillar. That's what GitHub will bring. So we will bring in a lot of knowledge, a lot of tools which a software developer needs. So starting from, let's say, if you want to create a mobile app, or let's say you want to create a website, the first step is getting a domain name. We will provide you tools to register your domain name at no cost. So that's where it starts. And then it goes to full circle. So let's say, you want to build up a game today, which has AI, which has blockchain, it has all the advanced features. We will provide you tools to develop a gaming app. So starting from, as I said, like a domain name registration, to Canva, to Twilio, to cloud credits from Azure and DigitalOcean, everything is going to be available on this pack, which is going to be available to every student who is part of this program. There are more than 80 plus different kinds of tools which you can use. The first pillar is tools and training and knowledge, which is there. The second tool is community. As I said, you have to collaborate with multiple people today. You have to leverage the best practices. You have to see what work has been done and build on top of that. And that's where, again, GitHub brings in the power of our community. Today, we have 75 million developers globally on GitHub. And I think the common thing that every developer on GitHub has is contributing or helping each other. In this way, they also benefit. And at the same time, they are contributing back to the whole ecosystem. And you need to leverage that power. You need to leverage the community which is available on GitHub. So starting from, let's say, a very enthusiastic student developer to a highly professional and qualified professional developer, you can leverage all of them. You can use, the work that they have done on the platform. So that's the power of community. And, I think the last recommendation or suggestion that I'll leave with everybody here, Vishesh, spoke about it. Sridevi also spoke about it, is how do you, showcase the work that you have been doing? Your resume really needs to be powerful. And as Vishesh mentioned that, while we have two kinds of resumes or two kinds of profile today, one is the digital profile, the other is the natural, the formal profile that we have. But especially for software developers and coders, recruiters, and when I speak to recruiters, they say we don't want to see the profile, we want to see the actual work that has been done. And that's where recruiters come to GitHub, because that's where every student, every software developer is saving his or her work. So let's say if I'm a recruiter in Canada and I'm searching for a candidate who's working on blockchain, I would go to GitHub and search for blockchain software developers who are available for freelance projects, and they will spot you. So ensure that your work, your profile is updated, and you always keep on posting whatever you're doing on that profile. On an average, every week, I speak to people who say, I suddenly got a job out of nowhere just because their profile was updated and somebody contacted them. So that's it. I think I'll hand it over back to Namrata. And as I said, really, really honored and excited to be part of this initiative. We will do our very best to really add value to everybody's life who's part of this program. Thank you.
I'm just jumping in, thought to add no few cents here that it cannot be more powerful when a technical recruiter can see what your capabilities are. Trust me, I mean, this is proof of pudding. So if you have an opportunity where you can post your codes, show people your projects, which you have done as part of your virtual internship or any other thing, it cannot be more powerful than that. So try to maximize the use of it. You're thankful to GitHub team for coming on board. And of course, thankful to Monster for ensuring that once they do this, they're connected to opportunities. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Yudhishthir. We do really agree. And thank you, Mr. Dheeraj Gyani, for enlightening us with the information and your suggestions. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to introduce Mr. Amarendra Khatkam, founder and CEO, SmartBridge. Mr. Amarendra, the man of distinct vision and a fountainhead of illuminating ideas, an idol of knowledge and expertise, and inspiration to all of us. His passion towards building an effective learning system has made him relinquish career in the central government sector to start SmartBridge in 2015. SmartBridge has enabled thousands of students and faculty on emerging technologies via project-based learning. He has received IBM Champion consecutively from 2018 to 21 for his contribution to community in building emerging skills. Now I request Mr. Amarendra to take over. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Namrata. Am I audible? Yep.
Yes.
Great. So first of all, I would like to thank all stakeholders who have put a lot of efforts in bringing a unique program to the education community. And of course, this activity is for everyone, not for just the education community. It is for even the employers who are looking for a ready talent for their upcoming works. And many of the employers are really hunting for the Salesforce talent across various the platforms. So I would like to give a brief history of the kind of effort what we have put in making this particular program very unique. So unlike any the skilling programs, this program has a unique component of engaging the students in a better way, because it's a virtual program, and the virtual program will be successful only when there is a good amount of completions, and the students are sitting from different locations, and so it may be difficult to drive them towards the completion of program. So to ensure that, what we have brought into the program is like we have brought in the proper live instructor-led training sessions in between the self-learning component what we have included. And the most important part to support the journey of the students learning is the mentoring support. So we have a great mentoring support included as part of the program to drive the students' interest and engage them onto the learning, so that ultimately we achieve the 20,000. The 20,000 number what we have mentioned is 20,000, not the 20,000 registrations. In fact, we have a ambition to have 20,000 internship completions as part of the program. So we all together, all the partners together, working towards to ensure that we have 20,000 internship completions with a great success. And to make this program more interesting for the learners, we brought in the Monster. We discussed with Monster, and great inputs from Monster and Vishesh team to have the interview readiness kind of sessions in between, and ultimately bring in hiring partners connected to the Monster to have a career fair at the end of the program, so that ultimately it will support the learners to or encourage the learners to get in over there. And the another important aspect of creating this program is like the eligibility of the candidates who are applying for this program. We have even included the students who have passed out, not only the current students, even the students who have passed out in the last 2 years can also be part of this program, because this would definitely help them. And since they are ready for joining the company, so the career fair could be the immediate opportunity for them to get into the industry. And the fourth one is like we want to make it a more industry-driven program with proper tools associated with the learning. So that's why we asked GitHub to be part of this entire journey, so that there will be a lot of tools which will support the learning journey of the students. And the GitHub ultimately, as Dheeraj already said, like the recruiters always look for the authenticated the work done by the students even during their learning. So that's why GitHub is here to support all the learners by extending their the platform, as well as the student pack, which has I can say it's full of the technology tools any learner needs. Okay, and another aspect, like the fifth one is like, how can we make, how can we bring a kind of national authorized or authenticated program. That's why we brought in NASSCOM Future Skills to align this the program towards national occupation standards. So we have a track already created on NASSCOM Future Skills platform, which is NOS aligned. So the students who are going to be part of the developer track here, they will be driven through the NASSCOM Future Skills program, so that whatever they complete, the completion is aligned to the national occupation standards. So this is kind of a background of the program which we have created, and we worked a lot to make it more unique and bringing a lot of value add on top of the entire learning journey. And I would like to thank all the educators joined here. I think this program cannot be successful. It cannot become a great success at without the support of the faculty over here, because who are the people on the ground will be motivating the students to get into this program. And they are the people who are the real heroes at the campus to drive all the skilling initiatives. So as a team, we have launched the program, but ultimately this program would be successful only if it is driven at the campus, and the kind of motivation what the educators need to provide it to the students. I know working with the colleges on the ground. So I request all the educators and the faculty to take this program to the students, and ultimately it is packed with a lot of benefits for the students. And I request all the educators to implement this program either as part of your add-on courses or the credit framework what we have. And of course, we have AICTE partnership for this program, and many colleges are already interested to include this as part of the credit framework, as well as a value-added course as part of the curriculum. So based on the curriculum and the framework structure at your campus, I would like to have this program to be implemented, linked to the credit framework. And yeah, so I will quickly walk you all through the program timelines and how exactly we are going to execute this program quickly on the platform. Okay, so let me share my screen. Namrata, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please. Thank you. So this virtual internship program, I quickly can say it has like students can learn in-demand skills, hands-on experience via projects, and ultimately they will be connecting to the companies via career fair. And we have two technology tracks. And say one is Salesforce administrator, another one is Salesforce developer. The students who are having low coding skills can opt for the Salesforce administrator. And this program is open to all the branches. We are not restricting any specific the branch. So it is open to all the branches. People who are having even the low coding skill can also get into this program, because this is a kind of tool-based journey for them. Once they get into this program, they can easily get into other the level in the future. So we have two tracks, administrator and developer. And especially this developer track will be driven through NASSCOM Future Skills program, because this has been aligned to the national occupation standards. So students who will be registering for this track will be routed through NASSCOM Future Skills for completing the NAS aligned course structure. And yep, so in terms of journey, let me just show you the quick journey. Yeah, so it's a complete 8 weeks program, which will be executed in 2 months. And of course, Srikant sir, this program is going to be a year long. We are going to organize in multiple cohorts. So students who are missing out this first cohort because of their examination, they can be part of the further cohorts also. And based on the request from the colleges, we are also making the cohorts even not quarterly, even bringing the cohorts as per the examination calendar of different regions. Okay, so that maximum students will get benefit of this program. So in terms of the program structure, if you see the first, there will be the self-learning. The students need to complete the defined trial heads specific to the track, administrator and developer. And during this completion of the courses and trial head, we would be organizing the hands-on bootcamp. So this is a difference. So it is going to be I can say it like hand in hand. So they will be completing a module on the trial head platform, attending a live instructor-led session. So it is going to happen like the student doesn't feel like they're completely going through self-learning module, because there is a clear the live instructor-led program for them. So as soon as they complete something on trial head, they get into the live instructor-led, so that they feel like it is a blended mode of learning rather than a self-learning model. Okay, so once they complete the courses on the trial head platform, and there will be a project in the form of supersets. We have admin superset and developer superset, which is nothing but the hands-on project exercise. And here also the students are not left alone. We have regular Ask a Mentor sessions where we will be providing them the best practices of industry, and whatever queries they have during the development of the project or the completion of supersets or super badges, they can access the mentors and the complete these badges in a collaborative model. Okay, and yeah, so as Vishesh already said, like they have to become interview ready and ultimately the job ready with the skills what they have gained through the program. So that's why we are organizing a soft skills session also for 10 hours, where we will be focusing more on interview readiness of the candidates. So we will organize dedicated sessions on the soft skills program. Once they complete the soft skill session, then the final one is the career connect. We will be organizing a career fair at the end of every cohort, and the students who are in their final year and students who have passed out in last 2 years who have completed this internship can be part of the career fair. And we are working with multiple hiring partners to bring in more opportunities to the students. So ultimately this program is for entirely 8 weeks, which covers 100 to 120 hours of project-based learning, I can say, an experiential learning supported by the mentors. And the kind of engagement what they're going to have is huge. And we are requesting faculty members to be part of this learning journey, motivate all the students to complete this journey, because it is more experiential rather than a simple self-paced learning. And to encourage the in terms of the registration journey for them, since this program has been approved by AICTE, so the students who are going to apply for this program, they must be routed through the AICTE internship portal. I can just quickly show the link. So there is an internship posted on AICTE. So when they click on apply, it will automatically route them to the AICTE, so that it will be authenticated on the AICTE platform also. Okay, and once they register on AICTE, then they will be receiving the invite from SmartInternz to join the program. So going back again. And for the faculty who are new to the Salesforce domain, there are 2 trial mixes available on the trial head platform, Salesforce. And you can also complete these 2 trial mixes on trial head platform, so that you can also have the fair understanding of the Salesforce technology. And we would be supporting you for your learning also. In case if you have any difficulty, we will open up a mentoring channel for you also to get hold of this Salesforce the technology. And we also have some kind of awards and recognitions for academia who drive this initiative at the campus. So we have currently 3 categories: the college which enrolls 500 plus students and completes a virtual internship program. We would be recognizing them with the think tank, so that kind of a recognition award will be extended to the college for their effort put in completing up. And the college who enrolls 250 plus students, we will be recognizing them as a talent house. And the faculty who drives this initiative and enrolls 100+ students for the virtual internship program and ensure they complete this internship will be awarded with the Mawin. Okay. Srikanth sir, I would like to have you here because the task is associated with most of the colleges in Telangana. So I would like to have some words from your side so that it will be motivating for the educators.
Yeah, thank you for unmuting me. Sure, I think you have said it all, but yeah, the need for the faculty members, I think this program can only be successful if and only if the faculty members actually motivate the students and then get them and encourage them to take it forward. I think we need to realize that 60 to 70% of our students today who are there in our colleges, their parents have never been to one. So most of them are first generation learners. And hence the onus comes on us as educators to ensure that we are able to provide them with the best opportunity. And I think we couldn't have got a better opportunity. The CRM industry itself, today, if you look at the pandemic and the way the pandemic has actually changed things, sitting at home now, we are getting things delivered within half an hour at home. And all this is thanks to CRM systems itself. And Salesforce is the world's #1 CRM system and platform. So I think this opportunity is very, very unique. I would once again humbly submit to all the faculty members, all the college management, all the TPOs who are there on this call, and otherwise also we'll reach out to them separately, ensuring that the success of this program and ensuring that we motivate, guide, and also apart from the mentorship that is being provided by SmartInternz, in case something can be done to help the students on the ground while they do this program, definitely we should go out and support all our students who have enrolled for this. I think what we also need to realize is that seeing the importance of this program and the way it is being structured, AICTE, which is a government organization, has also lent itself and the brand name to this kind of an initiative. We need to recognize that, and thank you to AICTE and all the partners involved in this entire program, I think. But the success of this, maybe after 1 year, Amrendra, when we are sitting, or Yudhishthir, when we are sitting, reviewing this program, I think it will depend on the faculty members how successful this program is. And Amrendra, let me also compliment you and your entire team to think about the educators and ensuring that, coming up with different awards and recognition kind of a scheme for them. I think that will also encourage them to do some more. But yes, I think the prime objective would be to make the careers of the students that are under their guidance. Definitely that would be there. So all the very best to everyone involved in this whole process. Back to you, Amrendra. I think we would be reaching out to the TPOs, etc., separately, seeking their support for taking this program and ensuring its success. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, and thanks a lot for the continued support for the all initiatives which we are launching in partnership with the industry. And I think especially when you talk about Telangana, in the kind of support what is extended is driving us and motivating us to launch similar kind of programs which will help ultimately the students and the education ecosystem. And it's our honor to have this kind of awards distributed to the faculty, because they are the real heroes on the ground who are driving these initiatives and taking a lot of load apart from their academic work to do like a kind of benefit to the students, the career. Okay. So the first cohort is starting from 25th April 2022. We will be sharing the calendar and the invitations to the students who apply for this program. And this is a link. I think Namrata, maybe you can paste the link on the chat window just for reference. So through which they need to apply, but when they click on apply, it will navigate them to the AICTE portal, internship portal, they need to apply, and they will be receiving the invitations from SmartInternz to join the program. Okay. Yep. So let me again go back. Great. So we have clearly defined the kind of process flow the students need to be follow. And as I clearly mentioned, this Salesforce developer track is going to be driven through the NASSCOM's Future Skills platform because it is aligned with the national application standards. Yeah, so for any the queries and other thing, the faculty can reach out to our team. I think the most of the faculty in Telangana are aware about SmartBridge team lead here. Jai, if you can able to paste your coordinates on the chat, that would be helpful. The faculty members, anybody have any query, they can reach out to us. Thank you so much, one and all, for making this program very unique and especially thank you, Yudhishthir, for giving us an opportunity to be part of this the great skilling program launched in India. And there is absolutely we would drive this initiative to become a great success. Thank you all for your support.
Thank you, Mr. Thank you, Mr. Ramanindra, for addressing and helping us with the information about the program and the process. And here we are at the end of the virtual internship program 2022. On the behalf of the SmartBridge, I would like to thank all of you once again for graciously joining us for the event launch. I would also like to thank all the guests for their precious time in joining us this morning and making the launch event a success. Thank you so much.
Thank you all.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks,
All the
everyone.
best.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.